aside from that, Chris Boucher has come out from his slump, and he's playing. He's continued to play. The best basketball of his career, and he's having a breakout season this year. And then lastly, on the good points was Bembry. Bembry is one of those guys who's come in and been able to contribute a lot. And just judging by how he plays, he can hoop, man. And he oftentimes, I think he over defers to a lot of the Raptors and the Raptors stars. I think there's been takes and there's been times where he's gotten the ball, and I think he can make something happen for himself. So I'm really, really interested in seeing how he does and how he grows, especially with OG coming back, what the lineup is going to be like then when he does come back. But, as far as positive takeaways, the Raptors were rolling those first 2 games of the week. And, I'll let you get into the latter 2 games of the week because I know you're fired up. But
yeah,
we saw a totally, last night, that wasn't the Raptors team that I know they could be. I didn't recognize that team at all last night.
Yeah, so I'll get into the negatives, but I want to chime in on the positives as well. So DeAndre Bembry is actually shooting 50% from 3 on the season.
Mm-hmm.
That's up from 23% last year, 29% the year before, 37%, and then 0.056% in his first year. All right, so and that year he was putting up less than 1 attempt, so we'll just scratch that out. But 50%, a clear career best for him. What impresses me the most about Bembry, and the reason why it impresses me is because we've seen this in the last couple of years, the difficulty of opposing players joining the Raptors and getting accustomed to the system that they run, to the defense that they run, so much so that Nurse trusts them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Bembry came in the beginning of the year, wasn't really getting run because just like Stanley Johnson last year, you have to prove yourself.
Of course, yeah.
And Stanley, his adjustment was a lot longer, but also he was on a different team. You have Pascal, you have Ibaka and Gasol. It's a whole different, set of lineups. So similarly, Bembry comes in and he has to prove himself. Obviously, the lineup's a little bit shorter, and with injuries, we do need him more. But 50% from 3, his defense has been incredible.
Such a good defender.
And even in the games where the game itself is a negative, he's still a positive.
Yeah.
Like that bucket last night against Minnesota, the end one.
Big move.
Not only did it bring the game close, but he got fouled out on that play.
Yeah.
They ultimately ended up losing the game, but buddy, you take Cat out of the game, you have a wide open layup to win or tie the game, which they did.
Yep.
And we'll talk about that in more detail. But I've loved what I've seen from him. I want to see Utah Watanabe back in the lineup because I think right now especially is so crucial. We need that defense. I'm comfortable if Terrence Davis doesn't play a single minute moving forward. Like I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Because
there's too many downs with his ups, and Bembry gives you those ups similarly, and I think he makes much better decisions. He's a much better defender. He can stay in the game without fouling out. He's a much better, it looks like, decision maker on offense.
Smarter.
How many times are we going to see on a fast break Terrence Davis is going to pull up?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Bembry has an overall just better feel for the game than Terrence Davis. Bembry knows when to assert himself. Bembry makes all the right plays. Even when he's off the ball, he makes the right cuts. He's such a good cutter off the ball.
Yeah.
So as far as Terrence Davis is going to be moving very close to the end of the bench if he keeps up this play, because like you said, for every one good play, you get 5 bad ones out of Terrence Davis. Bembry's always constantly giving you that good energy, good plays.
He's a smarter
He's
player.
Smart.